Kallop's one of the largest. We're 1,600 metric tons, which is about 1,720 short tons. Next to that is a pretty large gap before you move into the larger 5,000, 6,000 ton cranes. Especially with the Kallop and the amount of hook height you have and the way that the blocks fall off the tip of the boom, it allows us to make certain lifts in a very small capacity window in the 1,000 to 2,000 ton range that nobody else can get to. Nobody else can make those lifts. I mean that there's a certain range, let's say between 1,200 tons and that 1,720 ton limit that we have, where there's not a lot of vessels that can reach as high and as far out as we can within that capacity window. If you want to go any bigger, you have to step up to a much larger vessel. On a larger installation, obviously you need the extra capacity of the Kallop. All of these different tools allow you to do different things at the same time. You can kind of multitask with the Kallop. Grab a pile with a pile gripper and have the hammer on a different block, and as soon as you stab the pile and you make your weld complete, you can swing over and stab the hammer on it without having to rotate around and disconnect the gripper and connect to the hammer. On a smaller project, it really allows for some efficiency. You can do many different things with it. The Kallop's versatility translates into efficiency. You can configure the Kallop in several different ways for any lift. The way that the 4 blocks drop down and you have that very low angle to vertical, it negates the need for spreader bars a lot, which saves money on rigging. If you have a special project, and most of our clients' projects have their little special needs and requirements, if you get the Kallop involved with your project early in the planning stage, there's a lot of things that we can do and we can instruct you and help you in your design that's going to save you time and save you money on the job site during the installation. Sometimes they want to know if you've done similar projects. Oftentimes we'll put together a list of them showing several projects that were performed in the same way as their project. Yeah, we've done work for just about everybody in the Gulf of Mexico, and we have a good relationship with all of our clients. I really think the management of offshore specialties impresses the importance of safety on our superintendents and on our supervisors, which are your barge foreman, your welding foreman, anchor operators. We impress the importance so much on them that it carries down the chain of command. That daily communication, that daily discussions of safety on every project and everything we do has trickled down into less lost time accidents, less near misses. We have fewer incidents on the barges than ever before. The Kallop's personnel, really, when it comes to safety, it's more of a culture and not an afterthought. All of our employees are offshore specialties employees. We don't use contract labor on the barges, so everybody kind of has a vested interest in seeing the Kallop succeed and being safe on the barge. I would say that there's no other vessel in the Gulf of Mexico like it. If you get us involved early in the planning of your project, we can do things that other vessels won't be able to do. We can cut down on rigging costs sometimes because of the 4-block system. It's safer a lot of times rigging up to a lift or doing certain aspects of work because you have all of these hoists falling down. You have all of these tools on the barge that you can use. I've seen it where something wouldn't have been safe enough to do on another vessel, but with the Kallop and using all of these tools, it was safe. And we could make a task safe using the Kallop. You wouldn't have been able to do it with anything else.